In the grand city of Patliputra, Magadha, the modern day Bihar, it was the darkest period in Magadha, especially for women in Magadha. I am making notes for her. Now, who is this Suvas? So after accepting to Chanak's advice, they left to Kusumpur. Maharaj then asked him to arrest Chanak immediately. But Rakshas explained that arrest would exaggerate the situation as there are many people. Meanwhile, Chanakya is regarded as one of the earliest known political thinkers, economists, and kingmakers. He was the man to envision the first Indian empire by unification of the then numerous kingdoms in the Indian subcontinent. At a very early age, little Chanakya started studying Vedas. The Vedas, considered being the toughest scriptures to study, were completely studied by Chanakya at very young age. After which he was attracted to politics, then he turned his attention to economics, which remained his lifelong friend. Arthashastra and Chanakya's Niti are notable works of Chanakya which can be applied accordingly to one's life for a fruitful living. Throughout the story, we will address Chanakya as Vishnu because there is an interesting story of how Vishnu turned to Chanakya. His tale unfolds through moments of tragedy and fear, transforming him into a figure of courage. In the grand city of Patliputra, Magadha, the modern day Bihar, a boy named Vishnugupta was born to an honest and principled man, Acharya Chanak. Even though Vishnugupta was named Chanakya later on, but he had an extraordinary sign from his birth itself. Yes, he was born with a full set of teeth. Now there is an ancient belief for this. If anybody was born with full set of teeth from birth, they would be a king or emperor. Now, mother of Vishnugupta feared that she would lose her son to power had his teeth broken. But then the people then predicted that even though Vishnu will not become a king, he would make another a king. That is, he would be a kingmaker in the future. Even as a child, Vishnu possessed an extraordinary mind and the natural qualities of a leader. His knowledge surpassed children of his age and his wisdom set him apart. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange, two men walked along a quiet road in Patliputra. It was Acharya Chanak, that is Vishnu's father, conversing with his close friend Shaktar, the minister of Magadha. Yes, Acharya Chanak and the minister of Magadha, that is Shaktar, were very close friends. "Tell your king to mend his ways," Chanak said firmly. Shaktar, though loyal to Chanak, reminded him, "Maharaj Dhanananda is your king too." Maharaj Dhanananda was from Nanda dynasty. But wait, what was Chanak referring to? Why did he insult his king? Yes, it was the darkest period in Magadha, especially for women in Magadha. Dhanananda was abducting young girls. Though Shaktar knew all of this, he could not advise the king. Why? Because there was a junior to Shaktar, that is Rakshas. Rakshas manipulated the king Dhanananda. But wait, ironically, Shaktar appointed Rakshas as his junior. Due to greediness to acquire greater authority, he manipulated the king Dhanananda, and now the king mostly relied for advice on Rakshas and not on Shaktar. To Rakshas, Magadha's decline meant little compared to acquiring more power. Later that evening, Chanak returned to his home, only to find young Vishnu immersed in his studies. Despite having a fever that morning, Vishnu was preparing notes. Chanak asked with concern, "Why aren't you resting?" Vishnu replied, "Suhas is struggling with grammar and I promised to help her. I am making notes for her." Now, who is this Suhas? Suhas and Vishnu were childhood friends. Suhas is the daughter of Shaktar, that is, Chanak's close friend, the minister of Magadh's daughter. Did you know that Vishnugupta, that is, before he became Chanakya, when he was still Vishnu, his marriage proposal was in the mind of Vishnu's father? Yes. Seeing his son's kindness, Chanak thought to himself, his mind was, said this, Vishnu and Suhas would make a great pair. Anyway, they are childhood friends. I must speak to Shaktar about their marriage tomorrow. Thinking this, Chanak went to sleep. That night, Chanak's peaceful sleep was broken by the sound of approaching horse. A messenger handed him a letter from Shaktar's wife. After reading the letter, Chanak learnt that Shaktar had been arrested and his family was under house arrest. Chanak then convinced his wife and Vishnu to go to Kusumpur, a nearby village. Chanak said, "I have commitment to my people, my land and my Magadh. I cannot allow Nanda to ruin the glory of my Magadh." After which, Vishnu reluctantly accepted to go. This shows Chanak's commitment and patriotism towards his land. Chanakya, that is Chanak's son, carried the same characteristics. Now, after accepting to Chanak's advice, they left to Kusumpur. Chanak could not wait till morning because he knew he would get arrested soon. He had no time left. As midnight approached, Chanak lit a lamp and rallied the people. "The honor of our land is at stake. We must act now," he shouted. People had high regard for Chanak. Thus, along with Chanak, marched people to the royal palace. Now the Rakshas, junior of Shatkar, ran to Maharaj Dhanananda and said, "Chanak is leading a large procession of agitated people towards the palace." When Nanda asked about the details, he said, "Shaktar has been very close friend of Chanak." Maharaj then asked him to arrest Chanak immediately. But Rakshas explained that arrest would exaggerate the situation as there are many people. Meanwhile, the sounds of "Down, down, Nanda" was heard loudly by Nanda. Nanda's anger increased. He decided to teach Chanak a lesson and instructed to kill Chanak. There stood courageous and brave Chanak, addressing the people. "The time has come when we must bring down the Maharaj Dhanananda. We must now redeem our pledge of freeing our land from..." Before he could complete his sentence, a massive iron arrow hit his chest. As the arrow struck, Chanak fell to the ground with the hopes falling down. All of a sudden, arrows came and felled about dozens of people. This caused a great confusion and fear. People began to run helter-skelter for safety. King learnt that Chanak was dead. King now wanted to showcase what will happen if anyone revolt against him. So he ordered that Chanak's head must be chopped off and hung on the banyan tree near the Ganga river. Stay tuned for part 2, where we will delve into the night of how Vishnu became Chanakya.